What's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Thank you for joining me. Happy Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you're watching from. Hope this video finds you doing well. Today, by popular demand, we have Zero on the channel. He is a German pro, currently at 7,641 trophies. You guys think we're going to see a new trophy record this season? I think we will. How many days are left right now? Let's take a quick look here. The leaderboards, let's see, 5 days or something like that left. 5 days, 13 hours. We're already at 78.25. Actually, Morton is, so way to go, Morton there. And yeah, we're definitely going to see a new trophy record. I think all time is by Lapacati, who's actually in second place right now. Anyway, we're not here to talk about trophy records. We're here to talk about log bait, guys. So the state of log bait, I'm going to share the 5 tips for you guys in terms of dealing with the current meta when you're playing log bait decks straight from Jason aka Zero's mouth. I'm going to start things out here with a replay while I share those tips with you guys, and this is a long one, and that actually brings us to our first tip, so I'm going to play it in double time here, at least until double elixir time. So tips for the current state of log bait, specifically for this deck or for rocket versions of log bait. Number 1. Log bait right now is a heavy draw-based archetype. So in the eyes of Zero, if you go into a matchup and your opponent has bar barrel and snowball or log and snowball, 2 small spells that counter the goblin barrel, he's going to be playing for a draw. So when you're playing for a draw, the only thing you do in terms of shifting your play style is just play a little bit more defensively. In other words, don't go all out in huge offensive splurges onto the other side of the arena. Pick and choose, try to take advantage of mistakes if your opponent makes one, but other than that, you just want to chill and play defensively if they have 2 counters, or, you know, NATO in bar barrel being another one, to your goblin barrel, okay? Tip number 2 is going to be the most important thing. Any guesses? What is the most important card in this deck, guys? Say it with me. We just saw her. The Princess. The Princess, according to Zero, is the most important card inside this deck. Protecting her is huge, and I always say, whenever I share a bait video with you guys, protect the Princess, protect the Princess, protect the Princess. But it's really, really important. Zero says people just do not realize the value of 1 Princess hit onto a tower, or even defensively. And if your opponent does not have a big spell, he always tries to stack up Princess's same lane. It can be super annoying, such as against like balloon cycle decks that only carry the snowball. Really, really valuable to stack as many princesses as you possibly can and then protect her. Tip number 3 is going to be log. Naked log cycle is really important in this deck and in a lot of matchups, especially against fast cycle decks. So against other, well, not other bait decks, you need your log for the goblin barrel, of course, but against 2.6 hog cycle, against balloon cycle, and against expo cycle, he's going to be relying on chip damage from the log a lot during the match. It's also going to fix your cycle, catch you up to the counters that you need or to your win condition. So cycling a naked log is something that he's not afraid to do against fast cycle decks that are not goblin barrel, that are not bait, right? Tip number 4. You're trying to condition your opponents throughout the entire match. It's a mental battle with log bait, according to Zero. And how do you condition your opponents? You want to force them to play cards they don't want to play. Force them into uncomfortable situations. How do you do that? By setting the tempo, the cadence, the pace of the match throughout the match. So you, as a log bait player, you have to get in the mentality that you are setting the tempo. You're deciding what your opponent does and how they react. You're not giving them time to think, to set up their game plan, and to play their deck and their game. We are playing our game as a log bait player. Tip number 5 is going to be always rocket. Well, this is Zero's tip here, and I really like this tip. He's not messing around. He plays conservatively against the following 2 combinations. Hog Ice Golem, he's always going to rocket it. He doesn't want to mess around with the Inferno Tower. Hog Ice Golem equals rocket. Lumberjack Ram Rider, definitely a rocket as well. So Lumberjack, Ram Rider, and Hog Ice Golem, he's going to use his rocket providing he has it in cycle. He's also not afraid, as you saw in that matchup against Anaban, to use his rocket defensively against balloons. So now let's go ahead and watch him live, guys, then I'll jump inside the arena. Alright guys, so we have found our first match of the live portion of the video. Let's go ahead and see how we do here against Rocinante. Probably butchered that name, against Sandstorm USA. So we start with the Goblin Barrel in the Safe's anti-NATO zone. Nicely timed snowball by the opponent, denying all Goblin Barrel damage to us. And then we go ahead and we cycle the log there. So again, we're seeing the log cycle is something that he's not afraid to do. Maybe cycling to a princess. We're not sure if he had her in his starting hand or not. And now we're going to use an Ice Spirit here to pull that Baby D. Hopefully hold that Baby D to one hit. No, unfortunately 2 hits on that right tower. So it looks like a Brit Spam deck. We actually shared this deck probably yesterday on the channel featuring Fnatic Pro Mikkel. And we'll see how we do against it here. He did mention going into this video that Ram Rider, or actually any Brit Spam deck, tends to be the most difficult matchups here, and you can see why. Again, they have E-Wiz as kind of a secondary, or actually third option against Goblin Barrel, but they also have the Bar Barrel and the Snowball here. So how are we going to get the towers down to rocket range is going to be the question. We shall see, and there it is, a 7 for 8, actually 7 for 7 elixir trade there, the Baby D and the Bandit, and the Rocket and the Ice Spirit in response there. So again, proving A, that he's not afraid to cycle logs, and B, that he is not afraid to use those defensive rockets, providing we see the value opportunity on defense. And here it comes, a P.E.K.K.A in the back. So the question is he playing Lightning or is he playing Poison version? I'm gonna guess he's playing Lightning because he hasn't been using any poisons against our princesses, but we will have to see. There's a new version, by the way, of this deck, this P.E.K.K.A deck, with Lumberjack in for Bar Barrel and using Poison as the last card. It's still 4.1 elixir cost. Really, really strong version. I kind of wish we had Mikkel play that version now in hindsight. I saw it yesterday on TV Royale, and then the win rates of that deck have spiked since. So notice that Goblin Barrel placement there on that last Goblin Barrel, guys. If you want to rewind, I think the last time we had Morton on the channel, he talked about it. If your opponent has Bar Barrel, they'll often miss one goblin unless they see it coming there if you place that Goblin Barrel towards the edge, the inside edge of the Princess Tower. So here it goes. Going to be a Baby D here in the left with a Barbarian in the right. We're going to utilize that log, take care of the E-Wiz. We have a Bandit dash into the Valkyrie, not to the Princess Tower, but we do take some incidental damage onto the left tower thanks to the Baby Dragon splash. Here we go with another Goblin Barrel. Can we beat the Bar Barrel? No, we can't. So again, really difficult to get to the opponent's towers here, and we have both of our towers taking about 1,000 or so damage off of them. A log in the left, and there we go again with the Valkyrie trying to bait out something out of the opponent here. Snowball comes down, also a P.E.K.K.A. No Bar Barrel in hand, or he didn't have enough. No, it must have not been in hand there because he uses a Bandit against that Goblin Barrel. Meanwhile, Baby Dragon does do a little bit of damage to our left tower. Let's see if he has the Lightning. There it is. So Lightning comes down. He goes against the opposite side tower, taking the Princess out as well. Inferno Tower does live on to finish off that P.E.K.K.A. And here comes another log for some more chip damage on the left tower. Here comes a big push in the right, and again, not afraid to use that rocket against the Baby Dragon and the Ram Rider. Valkyrie make that the tower is going to finish off that Ram Rider. Now we're going in for some Princess chip damage in the left. 45 seconds into sudden death overtime. Here comes a Goblin Barrel. E-Wiz is down by the opponent. Bar Barrel saw that coming a mile away. Valkyrie gets to the right tower. Here comes the Ram Rider in the right. Inferno Tower is down. Log to push back that E-Wiz before he can reset the Inferno Tower. Okay, so Inferno Tower still cleans up very nicely there. We have a little bit of a damage deficit to the opponent. Actually, we have a little bit of a damage lead. I take that back. And here comes a P.E.K.K.A again, lumbering her way in the right lane. Valkyrie's down to pull that Bandit in the left lane. We have Inferno Tower back in hand. Snowball comes down, doesn't matter. Valkyrie's making her way in the left. We have a Goblin Barrel, Barbarian Barrel, and see, that's the one Goblin. He missed that one Goblin. Turns out to be a lucrative 300 or so damage onto that left tower. That's a really nice Goblin Goblin Barrel placement there. Here it comes again. Is Princess going to stay alive, utilizing that log, getting more chip damage? A $120 remaining here in sudden death overtime, guys. And here we go again. Ram Rider in the right. What are we going to use this time? Just a Goblin Gang. We use the log too. Can't afford to take a Ram Rider hit, and does a nice job defending. Here comes Rocket Cycle, guys. Rocket number 1, 567. All we need is one more rocket, and this is gonna be GG. But can we defend? Here it comes, Bandit, Baby D, E-Wiz, Ram Rider, everything in the kitchen sink coming at us here in the left lane, and now the right lane, what do we have? Oh, nice Goblin Gang pushing them, or keeping them really close to the tower there to make sure we avoid that Barbarian Barrel. Very adeptly played there by Zero. Rockets down. GG's, I think. Okay, that Bandit Dash could have been dangerous with the lightning too, but we had it on lockdown there. 30 seconds left in overtime. That's one victory. Let's go into another match, guys. All right, guys, live match number 2 against Remy Ellie from Final Season. And we start out with an Ice Spirit at the bridge, getting a little bit of chip damage. Hey, we'll take it, right? Over 100 damage, Ice Spirit. A lot of people won't even respond to the Ice Spirit, so it's not a bad first play, providing you don't have the Goblin Barrel in your opening hand. 30 seconds in, no one's really making a move other than the Ice Spirit. Let's see. Are we going to have to fast forward this? The Goblin Fire comes down by 0, and Remy Ellie responds with the Fisherman emote, which is coincidentally way more popular than the Fisherman is. We should get Balance Change news. Balance Change is actually will be landing next Monday, so about 5 days or so from when this video goes live, we will see the balance changes. No idea what they're going to do, but we go ahead and take a little bit more chip damage with that log, and here comes the Goblin Barrel responding with Barbarians is the opponent here. So it's a Royal Giant deck. Princess is down, so is the Goblin Gang in the left. No Bar Barrel in hand. We go ahead and we kite those Barbarians, buying a little bit of time for that Princess via the Ice Spirit. So Barbarians do make some contact there. Barbarians hit hard, man, but we hit hard too in the left lane with those leftover Goblin Gang, chipping that tower away to 25-47. Here comes a Miner directly on our Princess. Not much we can do to save her in that situation. Here comes a Valkyrie in the back on our strong side tower. Actually make that weak side tower by 4 hit points. And Inferno Tower set up by the opponent. So Royal Giant kind of control deck being played here by Remy. Goblin Gang comes down in response to our Goblin Barrel, but not before our Stab Goblins get a few hits on that left tower. Log comes down again. Taking that log damage is going to be a reoccurring theme here in this video. So Princess by the opponent. So it's the Miner kind of control Royal Giant with a Princess. This is actually a pretty solid Royal Giant deck. I've seen a lot of top players using it. So here we come again with a nice timely log here. And check this out. Valkyrie, Goblin Gang, Princess. Gonna take care. Oh my god, look at this push. Another Princess. Talk about Princess value here, guys. Princess in response to, and man, wow, we absolutely evaporated that push there in the left. That was, what, Barbarians and a Minion Horde and all kinds of crap being thrown at us here. Again, nice Goblin Barrel shooting for the front of the tower, able to get a few more stabs in the left. 14.95 remaining. Oh, about 10, 12 seconds remaining here in regulation time. Here it comes again. Valkyrie there at the bridge. Also the Ice Spirit. Barbarians are down. We delay a second there. Valkyrie's going to run into those Barbarians. We score a ton of damage. Tower down. That's 2-0. Let's go to match number 3. All right, guys, here we go. Match number 3. And oh my god, why is Morton playing when he's number 1 in the world? So German Pro v German Pro. Maybe he fell since the beginning of this video, but Morton is the top player inside the entire world as of 20 minutes ago. Let's see what he's playing now. Again, starting out with the Goblin Barrel and the log. And what is Magic Archer is making somewhat of a comeback. Notable that we decide to go ahead and rock it. Now keep in mind that Morton had already invested a couple elixir in that Ice Golem there, so it could be a bridge spam deck, and indeed it is. Probably going to be that 5 legendary bridge spam deck being played by Morton here, and there's 2 more legendaries for you guys. Now normally we would use the rocket against the Ram Rider and the Lumberjack combo, but of course we didn't have it in hand and we didn't have enough elixir for it there, or maybe we did. Either way, Valkyrie does clean up pretty well there, and damage is roughly even about a minute here into this contest. So I think the last cards are Well, I'm not even going to pretend to know, but I don't think he has a big spell, though, Morton. Maybe Inferno Dragon? Bar Barrel and Inferno Dragon, I think, are the last cards in his deck. Either way, we will see in just a bit of time here. Let's see how Zero handles this matchup here. Gotta be very careful. A lot of bridge spam capability in this deck between the Bandit and then the Raged Up from the Lumberjack Ram Rider. So a Magic Archer at the bridge here by Morton trying to take care of that Princess, and he doesn't, actually. Princess stays alive just by a hair of HP, and then meanwhile, excuse me, in the left lane we have a Valkyrie, a Goblin Gang. Bar Barrel comes down. Here comes a Lumberjack in the right lane. Got to be careful of a Ram Rider being played into the Rage, and here's the Ram Rider right on cue. What do we have here? Ice Golem, Goblin Gang, maybe? Okay, we take that Ram Rider hit. Here's the Goblin Gang, but the tower does fall down to 2603 HP. Ram Rider, excuse me, Magic Archer in the back, set up again by Morton defensively. Slight damage advantage. There's the Inferno Dragon. And the log comes down. That will take care of the Magic Archer here. So Princess, again, getting decent value here, staying alive as well. Let's see. We're going to protect her utilizing the Ice Spirit. And here comes the Goblin Barrel. A Bar Barrel is down. Here comes a Lumberjack Barbarian from the Bar Barrel in the left lane. This time we have another Princess stacked up behind. Ram Rider in the right. Valkyrie defending in the left. Bandit dashes onto that Valkyrie, keeping that Magic Archer alive. Look at all the damage and the value that Magic Archer is getting from his little sniper stoop there on the other side of the arena. A Magic Archer in the center of the arena towards the river is just incredibly valuable. Magic Archer is one of my favorite cards actually in draft. In these draft challenges, I almost always go with Magic Archer just because of the value that he can normally get, and you're not guaranteed your opponent will have a big spell either. So here it comes, going to be a Goblin Barrel in the right, already 15 seconds or so into sudden death overtime. Big push coming in here. We have a Bandit, Inferno Dragon, Valkyrie down on top of that Ram Rider. Nice log and nice spirit to stymie that Ram Rider in the right. Beautiful defense there. We don't take any damage. Now 30 seconds into sudden death overtime. Here comes another Goblin Barrel in that safe spot, or that I don't know, it's not safe, but you know what I'm saying. On the inside spot of that tower. We do take a Bandit charge in the left there, unfortunately. Otherwise, we would have had the damage advantage. Here comes an Inferno Dragon and a Magic Archer. Meanwhile, the left lane, got to be careful. We have a Ram Rider. Inferno Tower's down. First Inferno Tower of the game came almost 4 minutes into this match. Here comes a Goblin Barrel, this time the other side. Nice job switching up his Goblin Barrel of placement here. Let's see if we can get some more value out of this Inferno Tower. We do. Log comes down. More chip damage onto that right tower. Damage is really close to even right now. 1438 to 1478 in the diagonal towers. Here comes Inferno Dragon again. Bar Barrel is down on our Goblin Barrel. Dash from the Bandit. Now we're going to have a counter push in the right. We have a Magic Archer in the left. Ice Spirit's down. Uh-oh. Log is down. Bandit does not dash. And now we have the Inferno Dragon on the right tower. Ooh, Inferno Dragon gets a little bit of damage, but not a ton. We set up with a defensive, preemptive Inferno Tower here. And here comes another Barbarian Barrel, I think, in hand. No! Goblin Barrel does connect on that right tower, taking it all the way down to 445. All we need, guys, is one rocket. We have an Inferno Dragon on that right tower, though. Inferno Dragon on the tower. No! It takes it down to 43 HP, and the snowball comes down. Are you kidding me? Dude, that Inferno D at the end there, guys. Oof. Now it is my time to jump into the arena, see how we do, guys. All right, guys, here we go. My turn to enter the arena. We have Ivan as our first opponent. Give him the good luck, give him the hearts, and why not? Why not give him the Inferno Tower emote as well? Start with the Goblin Gang in the back after I saw the ice, or before, excuse me, I saw that Ice Spirit, and we'll see what he does. He goes with the Archers, so we already know what it is. It's Expo. 2.9. And here he goes, setting up. So he has Log as well. Or Bar Barrel. We do score a hit or two, that's nice. And here it is. We know he doesn't have Bar Barrel in hand. At least. So we'll just Valkyrie. Not the cleanest defense, though. We will take down that Expo, I think. Yep. Alright. So, we have Valkyrie, we have Rocket, and we have the Inferno Tower to counter his Expo. Just have to be sure that we continue to switch it up and not run into barbarians like we did there. So, almost halfway through the match. I'm just going to, he's going to fireball, I'm going to log. Gonna bar barrel in the front because his bar barrel, get a stab in with everybody. Sounds good to me. And we'll see what he does here. This is an ice spirit. Gamble princess in the back here. And just kind of rinse and repeat here with a minute 5 or so remaining in the match. Play Valkyrie in the back this time. And as soon as she gets in range, we are going to rocket everything. Ice Spirit down as well. And get a little chip damage. Ice Spirit, sweet. Okay, so he splits Rascals, that's fine. Gonna log. And we're just gonna Goblin Gang here on the right. This time... Okay. So far, so good. P.E.K.K.A! What in the Sam hell? Just gonna log. What I want to do is delay as long as I can before using the gang. Actually, it was a little bit too short of a delay. Again, Valkyrie. And again, Rocket. So he's not getting any damage. P.E.K.K.A! Expo deck? Have you guys... I've seen a few players playing P.E.K.K.A Expo. Okay, that's an invitation to Princess at the Bridge. He's gonna waste his bar barrel. Sign me up. Not too scared here. Because we can cycle back to another Inferno. And then we can just Valkyrie on all the supporting units there. Could have been a little cleaner there, but now we can finish it off with a Rocket Log, nice and easy. And that's going to be GG. Alright, so this one relatively easy. Nice when we have Rocket, right, against Expo. It actually, I wouldn't have always used Rocket had he not always combined the Tesla with the Expo there. Obviously, positive elixir trade, sign me up. Let's go and, let's do one more, guys. Let's do one more. Alright. So what is your favorite bait deck, guys? Or are you not bait fans right now? Bait was, for a long, long time, it was the most used deck in the game. Now it's 2.6 or 2.9. It's 2.6. He has a log, though. For a long time, it was the most popular deck in the game. And now it's like, it's Lava Clone. It's 2.6, believe it or not, which is coming tomorrow. And we're facing it right now. So that's cool. Let's see. So against 2.6, against the cycle deck, what did he say? A lot of cycling logs. Obviously, I could have logged in the opposite lane, but that's fine with me. Plus, he wasted a... So he has login. When you get a Skype call, who uses Skype? That's what happens every time. Business people use Skype. Non-gamers use Skype. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. So again here, we're just going to log. And I'm going to have to Valkyrie this, unfortunately. But he won't get a ton of hit. Ah, he got that one last hit, which really hurt. Alright. Well, Goblin Barrel here. He cannons. Doesn't pull my Valk, though. Log's gonna do a good job pushing it back, though. Alright, so we're gonna go after the other tower. He might hog here. He has Fireball in hand, so... Gotta be aware of that, too. So he's winning the cycle battle right now, or winning the damage battle, at least. Don't want to give him any more damage. Gonna Fireball. And I'm just going to log again. And the Goblin Gang. Ooh, nice setup there on that muskie. It's okay though. Still deny him damage. Gonna fireball again. That's fine. Into VALKYRIE. Log here again. Missed the Ice Spirit, but it's okay. Mainly just trying to get chip damage. It's gonna log there. I'd love to VALKYRIE log, but yeah, let's do it. I mean, VALKYRIE gang, rather. And he doesn't have log and cycle. Alright, let's see how much damage we can get here. He has log in. We get a decent amount of damage. Gives us the damage advantage. Gonna go ahead and go in with a hog here. Gonna VALKYRIE on the right. Might fireball this. Just gonna Ice Spirit that. I don't mind if he equals his tower damage. Oof, he actually pulls ahead. We'll just do this, this, and gonna have to use the Inferno Tower. Alright, so obviously I want a rocket cycle here, but at the same time, I want to be smart. Need to cycle. Log. Wait. Gang. Nice. This, and this. Okay, that didn't work out. 2.6, man. So he fireballs me. This time we're gonna do it close. I can't get any chip though. He's on it with his logs here. Gonna have to rocket the hog. Definitely not what you want to do. But we also want to stay alive. He might fireball cycle me here. And here's one. And 2 hits. Go Ice Spirit. And 600 HP remaining on the tower here. Gonna VALKYRIE. Going to log. And have our Inferno Tower high this time. Avoid that fireball, that's good. Go in with VALKYRIE as well. Get to 1 cannon. He logs. Oh, guys. Oh, guys! We got it! Whoa! That was not too pretty, but we got the job done at the end! Yeah, buddy! Let's call it a video here before I tilt. Dude, bait decks can be great sometimes when you're in the flow, when you're in the mood. And then sometimes, as my stream, yesterday knows, you can tilt with bait decks too, man. It's you know how it is. So if you pick it up, you don't have success with it, take a deep breath. Don't be like me and be like, one more match, one more match, one more match. Just take a deep breath and put your device down for a little bit. But either way, I hope you have fun playing this deck because that's what the game is all about. Another huge shout out to Zero for coming on the channel. Check out his player stats and profile. Thanks to statsroyale.com. That will be in the show notes below. And of course, a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys. And as always, take care, guys.